The U.S. is seeing a rise in financial sextortion cases targeting thousands of minors. The National Center for Missing and Exploited Children in 2022 says it received more than 10,000 tips of financial sextortion of minors. By the end of July of 2023, the agency says the number of reports jumped to nearly 13,000. And officials say teenage boys are being targeted specifically. So for more on this, we're joined by John Shehan. He is the Senior Vice President for the Exploited Children Division and International Engagement at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Thanks a lot for joining us. We'll just start with the basics. I think people can figure out what sextortion is based on the word, but can you explain what it is and sort of the forms that it comes in?
Sure. It's financial sextortion is a relatively new and rapidly growing type of child sexual exploitation, something that we've been tracking at the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children for about the past 18 to 24 months. And it has only been continuing to increase over time. And what we're seeing is that there's an individual typically outside of the United States in countries like Nigeria and the Ivory Coast, who are extorting a child for financial payment. They are posing as an attractive female or a teenager, specifically targeting young boys that are aged 15 to 17 on average. But we have seen cases as young as 10-year-olds that are wrapped up into this, where they are enticing these young boys to produce a nude or sexually explicit image of themselves and then very quickly extorting them for financial payment or threatening to share that image online with their friends or sending it to their family.
I mean, I can't imagine you can shake down a teenager for an awful lot of money. They don't have a lot of money, but I can see how they would be desperate if somebody threatened them in that way. Can you explain why boys specifically are being targeted?
Yeah, you wouldn't think that there'd be a lot of money that they'd be targeting teenagers with,
Mm,
but on average, they're asking for about $500 right out of the gate, which
mm,
is a massive amount of money for a teenager.
certainly.
Certainly are willing to take lower forms of payment. Boys are typically targeted because they're more willing to engage in quicker, riskier behavior. We do see young girls and females that are targeted for sextortion, but it's not the financial side of things. It's more for offenders who are looking for more graphic content when we're talking about females. But the boys, they are enticed very quickly. They believe they are talking to an attractive female online. They're willing to engage in that behavior, send that image, and it is very aggressive. It is very quick. And again, they're seeking that financial payment. They'll start out with that $500, but they'll very quickly drop it down to almost any payment that they can receive. And they'll take it through any form of payment, whether that's Cash App, Zelle. It's typically a digital currency or a gift card.
You know, when you say that these culprits are often overseas, I just think about all these sort of love scams and this other stuff. It's really difficult for law enforcement to track these people down and do anything. I mean, is law enforcement equipped to handle these sorts of crimes?
These are extremely tough cases, right? And you're right. This is a classic Nigerian scam, if you will, and it is a target-rich environment with a number of boys that are online. About 18 months ago, when we first saw these cases coming into NCMEC Cyber Tip Line, we started raising the alarm bells. We reached out to social media companies because, as you can imagine, all the typical platforms are the ones being targeted where teens are. So whether it's
Mm.
Instagram, Snap, Facebook, Omegle, Discord, it doesn't matter. That's where the offenders will go, wherever the minors are. We started educating the financial payment companies, really trying to disrupt this issue the best that we can by sharing these signals and indicators, because law enforcement needs to work these bigger cases, but those take time. You know, there is a
Mhm.
case in Michigan where federal law enforcement extradited an individual from Nigeria, two individuals, on the aftermath of a young boy who had taken his life.
Wow.
So there are some seeking justice, but the larger cases take time, and unfortunately, because of this financial aspect, you know, it's organized crime over there. Someone's going to fill that void, even as they take down some of the lower level individuals involved in this. So the best thing that we can do is raise awareness to this, have parents educate their minors, make it more of a hardened target than currently where we're at, because this isn't slowing down. We're seeing thousands upon thousands of cases every month that are coming through. We haven't turned the tide on this situation yet.
And for the scammers, this is all about money. But you just brought up that case there where they managed to bring two suspects here. For the victims, it's not just about the money. The repercussions can be deadly.
Oh, it's so devastating. We see the chats that are reported by the technology companies. Survivors and victims, their parents are reaching out to our cyber tip line and reporting this to us, and it is so aggressive. These individuals, they don't care about the kids. They just want their money. It is fast. It is aggressive. It's gut wrenching to see what some of these children are going through. And when they don't have the amounts of money that these offenders are asking for, it's not uncommon for the offenders to say that they're going to ruin their lives. They're encouraging them to take their lives. We know of more than 18 children in the United States, really North America, who have taken their lives in just really a matter of hours from when the initial financial sextortion scheme began to that outcome where they just didn't know how they could continue to go on.
Wow.
There are ways we can help. They just need to reach out. And I really think having communications and those conversations with their children can help thwart this before really bad things occur.
Well, John, I tell you, I thought to myself when talking to you, I don't think I've explicitly had this conversation with my child, and I'm going to go home and do exactly that. So thanks for raising awareness. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Absolutely. And if anyone has information regarding the sexual exploitation of children, whether it's this case or anything in general, please reach out to us at cybertipline.org and file a report.